have this stress taken off your shoulders.
Yeah, and have my life back.
What is the first thing you plan to do?
Go hug my son.
Mr. Govan, you haven't smiled all this week, but obviously you have a lot to smile about. Just tell me just about what you're feeling in right now.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back, just from 12 people, so I'm just blessed, and I'm just ready to go see my son.
What was going through your head when you were waiting for the verdict this morning?
Nervousness, of course, it's natural, but I got a team around me that was very confident and supportive, so without them, it wouldn't be no me. I just want to thank again Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, Contrail, Leanne, and just everybody that played a part in proving my innocence.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. What would be your words of advice?
Leave Memphis.
Do you plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course.
Was there any point throughout the week where you're like, you know what, I'm still nervous, prior to the verdict? Was there any point where it's like, I don't know which way it's going to go?
I've been nervous for 4 years.
How does it feel to be at the end of this 4-year journey that you've been on?
It feels great. I just feel like I've been born again. I get a chance to restart my life and do some positive things.
Do you think that this verdict will change how the court system is working here in Memphis?
As corrupt as this system is, I doubt it.
Welcome back to Transparent TV. Y'all know how we get down. We get down by getting straight to it. And today I want to talk about the Govan Hernandez situation. So he's been acquitted of all charges. And me and others, I don't think really anybody seen that coming. Given the testimony of the people involved, the ones that were responsible for unaliving young Dolph, they all pointed the fingers at Hernandez, right? So I thought it was a foregone conclusion that he was going to spend the rest of his days in jail, but that ended up not being the outcome. Now, since he's been acquitted, there's been a lot of people, man, that have accused him of working with the federal government, and I have to be honest, man, I share that same sentiment. I've never seen the type of testimony that in this case happen, and yet the one being accused of being responsible for the entire ordeal walking free, right? Not only that, another thing that I've never witnessed before is 3 weeks prior to trial, a judge ordered that all documents related to the Hernandez case be sealed until further notice. Now, this is 3 weeks before trial. I've never seen that happen before, right? And that's concerning to a whole lot of people, and rightfully so. I mean, you hear some of the locals, talk about what, happened in Memphis, and they're, the streets talk. And everybody basically stated the same thing, that Hernandez was the mastermind behind all of this. But they advertised him as being this broke, innocent man. But when it all started out, they were talking about him being a kingpin. They were talking about him being a gangster in Memphis, and him having strong ties with Big Jook. Now all of that has changed, and the way that they're talking about Hernandez is totally different today. You know what I mean? And what this case really opened my eyes to, man, is that, again, none of this happens if Big Jook doesn't push the button, right? And who really is Big Jook? What is his alliance? What is his real association? Right? And it really make me suspicious about what happened up in Dallas with the whole Mo3 situation, or about the guys down in Jacksonville. Who are really pulling the strings in these situations? You know what I mean? When you look at the Nipsey situation, there was a lot of funny things that was happening in that entire situation. But given that young Dolph was in the city, looking to pass out. I think it was turkeys. You know, and you know, for them to get the drop on them the way that they did, I just, you know, from the moment that this thing happened, I've always felt that something wasn't being said. It just didn't make sense. Like, even, you know, when young Juke was unalived, the vehicle that was leaving the scene, I mean, it looked like a federal court, a federal vehicle. And most people that seen the vehicle fleeing from the scene said the same thing, right? With all of the lights that they have in Memphis, with all of the cameras that they have in Memphis, we watch them do it in every other state. You didn't see anything come up about them tracking that vehicle and finding it at a later date, as far as I understand. So it's definitely something suspicious going on down there in Memphis. There's a lot of people talking about the corruption in the judicial system. I think just globally, like all over the United States, the judicial system is very predatory. But it creates an extra wrinkle, man, if you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if there really are agents instigating these beefs and paying and incentivizing people that are on the inside to create wars so that things like this can happen, right? Again, man, I can't wait until more information comes out in reference to this case. If any of y'all got additional information to add, man, please drop it down in the comment section, because again, I am lost in the sauce. But I do share everyone's sentiment that something just doesn't seem right. And again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.